What I can see is that you can certainly be provided with that help that will provide the structure necessary to comply with ASIC and everything else. There will be requirements within that, but presumably you're looking for a company that will unwind in 12 months with the option for shareholders to roll over into another vehicle. Is that the sort of thing you're
what we want is two structures. We want one structure, pure short banks. It just dies, and the shareholders get paid out pro rata. The other entity is all my other ideas, sans short banks. So the idea is, say you had $100, you put $85 towards my fund, it'll be arranged, and short oil, long agriculture, long Japanese banks, copper things, and then the other $15 would go to pure short Japanese banks, pure short Australian banks. So there'd be two structures. So the reason there'll be two structures is what I've found when I've been, advising people, because I have to get on the phone and ring 10 people, explain 5 different ways. It's just easier if it was done in one entity. And secondly, when I do have an entity, I feel compelled not to blow myself up. I get, say, 10% of their bankroll or some percentage of their bankroll to manage, and I have to, rather than just treating that money as though it's 10% of their bankroll and just doing what I specifically like, I have to hedge within that 10%. You know what I mean? So some of my longs aren't longs because I particularly want them per se, it's that I need them in there in order to maintain the solvency of the little fund that I'm running. Whereas if I split it into a pure short banking fund and the others, it's much better understood, much clearer understood that this thing could fail. You know what I mean? It isn't supposed to be hedged. It is a hedge itself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm running a fund in general, which has been my case in the past, some kind of fund, I have to hedge that. So it's actually inefficient for both the client and myself. You know, because we get lower returns, and their whole portfolio isn't really hedged by my dealings. But if we have a specific short Australian bank fund, it can die if I'm wrong, and people should accept that because they've decided to participate. It's a bit of a curly one. Any other questions?
Are you putting money into this as well yourself? You're going to be a shareholder?
Yeah, 85. But I don't have much money. Because the reason, that's a very good question. And I've got a sock puppet here that can answer it. Simon!
We'll get this sometime.
Simon! Are you there? Yes. Oh, this is Simon. He was the best, can you see? The best mortgage originator salesman in Western Australia, 2004, 5, 6, 7. He went bankrupt in 2008. But Simon, tell him about him. He's shy. Simon, how come I haven't got any money? I can't do the controls. Roland is just, he thinks, ideas intrigue. The commissions count. I've already had ideas. All ideas have worked. But I'm in a land of commissions. So that's why I haven't got any money. I worked on roofs, I worked sweeping up, and I worked lifting with rocks around. I couldn't get a job because Simon wanted commissions. You know what I mean? It's sales. I'm not sales, I'm ideas. Sometimes, I think we're finding this out, ideas count. I can't do the truth. You get what Simon's saying. Roland's an idiot! He should be looking for us commissions! Commissions! Sales! Anyway, Simon's cocaine addiction's wearing off. The two-handed economist, I was trying to think of a way to get it into the script, but I can't. The two-handed economist. Yeah.
Have you considered auditioning for a TV show?
I'm too shy. So any more questions? So dessert time. Yeah, thanks. Good. Did you have a question? All right, thanks. What I'll do is I'll hand out cards and we'll try to get it all together later this week in your time with our accountants and lawyers, and we have to get this started before the 6th of March.
What happens on the 6th of March?
The 6th of March is when the short band comes off the financials. The 6th of March is when the clever people are going to go and short the bands directly. Yes, always when there's a group of people, we should mention Les Calcraft. Les Calcraft runs a food bank, which basically gets food for people that otherwise wouldn't have any food to eat. That's very important to mention. The other thing is our cameraman Nick has a film, a brilliant film, and it's 2009. So the money that was there is there's wanting. Anyway, if you have an interest in art at all, something like you want to talk to Nick. If you have an interest in feeding people, you might want to talk to Les.
Alright, so how do you feel?
Oh, pretty good. I didn't stumble or mumble too many times. You'll see it on the tape. And they seemed to respect my opinion, but there were some people that wanted details. The devil's in the detail. I think I explained pretty well that the devil's in the macro, but they seem to still think the devil's in the detail. Yeah, so there's enough keenness to get it together and to get at least one, maybe two funds made up of 20 people in the next week. So we should be able to attack, and we should have a benefit. This night will pay for itself many times over. That's all.
Absolutely.
We are in a discontinuous